Are you on your P's and Q's? Am I? 2015 is here. It is alive and well. I hope you guys enjoyed your holiday season and got the best out of it. It's still the beginning of the year, and a lot of us have those New Year's resolutions that we promise ourselves that we will follow. I actually took the time to make a few videos that could assist you while preparing for your New Year's resolutions. Just check out the link. I shared a quote during one of these videos, and I want to share it one more time. It goes a little something like this. We have to take advantage of every single hour because it's ours. Literally. These hours belong to us. These hours are ours. So we must take advantage of that and never forget. No matter what your New Year's resolution is, make sure you're keeping track of your progress. Whether that's a daily planner or a voice recorder that you can play back and review the footsteps that you're taking in order to make those improvements. Giving yourself credit is so important because we're so quick to tear ourselves down when things are out of alignment. Oh yeah, and share your progress with those who support you. They may have some great ideas to help you along your path. I wanted to take some time to talk about the holidays now that they're over and how we transition into a new year. When Thanksgiving and Christmas come around, there is a smell of love in the air and the spirit of giving, as well as the urgency to come together with family and friends. I personally think that this is the best time of the holiday season. Even if you don't celebrate holidays, you cannot deny the cause and effect at this time of the year. There is a numerous amount of celebrations that take place in and around December. We have Ramadan for the Muslims. We have St. Nicholas Day and Christmas for the Christians. Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate Christmas, huh? Okay, we're at the Jehovah's Witnesses webpage. Okay, why don't Jehovah's Witnesses celebrate Christmas? Jesus commanded that we commemorate his death, not his birth. Luke 22:19-20. Jesus' apostles and early disciples did not celebrate Christmas. There is no proof that Jesus was born on December 25th. His birth is not recorded in the Bible. Interesting. Mexico has a fiesta for Our Lady of Guadalupe, better known as the Virgin Mary. Hanukkah is celebrated by the Jewish, known as the Festival of Light and the Feast of Dedication. It takes place over the course of 8 days. Have you ever heard of Boxing Day? It's celebrated on December 26th. It's mainly known as the day when stores have discounted prices after Christmas, similar to the Black Friday after Thanksgiving. In some countries, it's a day when employers or bosses give gifts to their employees in a Christmas box. Thus you have Boxing Day. Then we have Omisuka. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but it's celebrated in Japan. It's a celebration on New Year's Eve, and it's conventional to say Yoi Otoshi wo. Yoi Otoshi wo. It means have a good New Year's in Japanese. See, we learn something new every day, huh? There was actually a celebration that was created here in America in the 1960s by an African American. That day is called Kwanzaa, and it takes place over the course of 7 days, starting on December 26th and ending on January 1st. Kwanzaa is a time of celebration that is based on universal truths that are not based on religious beliefs. Kwanzaa is made up of a combination of African and American traditions. This holiday was actually created in America during the 1960s, a time of awakening, rebellion, and revolution. The man who created Kwanzaa is Dr. Maulana Karenga. He has played a very powerful role in the Black liberation movement from then up until now. He is currently a professor and chair for the Department of African Studies at the California State University of Long Beach. Each day of Kwanzaa has a title that represents and reinforces practices that are beneficial to any community. They go as follow. Umoja, which means unity. It says to strive for and to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. The second day is Kujichagulia, meaning self-determination. It says to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. The third day is Ujima, collective work and responsibility. To build and maintain a community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together. The fourth day is Ujamaa, meaning cooperative economics. To build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses and to profit from them together. The fifth day is Nia, which means purpose, and it says to make our collective vocation the building and development of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. The sixth day is Kumba, meaning creativity. This day says to do always as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. The seventh and last day, which is the first day of the year, is called Imani, meaning faith. It says to believe with all our heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. Kwanzaa at its birth was created to spread African traditions and culture and to give black people a connection to our history and our African roots. It was a movement to awaken specific universal values within the African American community and to serve as a national time to celebrate these traditions. Nowadays, we have people of different races and religious backgrounds who celebrate this holiday because of its core values dealing with unity and communal cooperation regardless of your race or religious beliefs. I personally feel that these principles should be exercised all year long, Sunday through Saturday, on a daily basis. All over the world, we celebrate in all different ways, shapes, forms, and fashion. But most of us don't even know where these holidays come from. Now let's go in on Christmas a little bit. Christmas is a holiday based on Santa Claus, his reindeers, and bringing presents to kids based on if they're naughty or nice. The kids send Santa Claus a wish list and leave out some cookies and milk for him to eat. We got Christmas lights, decorations, and the mistletoe so you can give that special someone a big fat kiss. Oh yeah, and this person represents the birth of Christ. I hope that we know that these are all fairy tales and marketing plots for companies to make a bunch of money during the holiday season. When it comes to Santa Claus, it's a historical figure by the name of Saint Nicholas, one of the most popular saints of the Middle Ages. December 6th was known as St. Nicholas Day, a day when good kids will get gifts and bad kids will get nothing. The Christmas tree is an evergreen tree. The evergreen tree was a symbol that expressed how life persisted through the winter at a time when most plants died off. There's also a cosmic, universal story about Christmas. It surrounds the celebration of the winter solstice, which is December 21st, the shortest day of the year. It is a time when winter is coming to an end, and longer and warmer days are coming forth. and that's Christmas. I'm going to share a little bit about Thanksgiving. What most of us don't know is Thanksgiving has a very dark history, and they don't teach it in school. I'll share with you a brief history of it. The story that they teach us in elementary school is that some pilgrims arrived in New England, and they set up camp around Plymouth Harbor in December, but they were not properly prepared for the winter that was coming. Some nice Indians come along and give them some food and show them how to grow corn. The following year, the pilgrims harvested their first crop. They sat down and had a feast with the Indians, and they celebrated the first Thanksgiving. That's the way the story goes. Little do we know, there were 10 to 30 million native Indians that were killed during the time of the European invasion in America. Many of them were wiped out by plagues. They were also affected by cowpox, which came from the cows, and this led to smallpox. This disease was spread by infected blankets given to the Indians by Europeans. There was also a governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, John Winthrop. He viewed the high number of deaths as a blessing from God so that the Europeans can have the land. There is a well-known massacre called the Pz&Qz massacre that took place in 1637 when the Europeans burned an Indian village, and any natives that escaped, they hunted them down. They killed around 700 men, women, and children. There's a quote made by Governor Winthrop that reads, "This day forth shall be a day of celebration and thanksgiving for subduing the natives." Speaking of the Indians. Anyway, that's enough of that. It's a new year, and I have to do things in a new way. I hope you all stick to your New Year's resolutions and meet those goals that you set for yourself. And don't forget the famous question, are you on your P's and Q's? Am I? I guess we'll have to see. For more information about Kwanzaa, I have a link below in the description box. Make sure you check that out. Until next time, stay on your P's and Q's. Peace, love, and balance. Catch y'all on the next one.